Hi, I'm Susie Wyland. I am a gold ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I just wanted to jump on really quick and just tell you a little bit of my Plexus story. So, I was the definition of a Plexus skeptic. I knew so many people who were using the products and they loved them, but I was like, no, I don't need any of that. I just thought it was a total fad. And so it was pure ignorance on my part. But I'm really thankful that my sponsor, Melissa, didn't give up on me. It took me a year, probably a little over a year, to actually jump on the Plexus bandwagon. And the reason I wanted to give it a try was I was pregnant with my second baby, and I was constantly sick, constantly. Just nausea that was horrible, even true illness like flu-like symptoms and everything. And I was not doing well, and so I was also very concerned about my postpartum anxiety with my first baby. I had really, really bad postpartum anxiety, much more severe than just the new mom kind of worries and concerns. It was truly thoughts that I couldn't quite control. I was constantly crying, worried, afraid to death that something would happen to the baby. I was not sleeping and so forth. So Melissa had mentioned to me that this anxiety could be linked to a gut health problem. And if you do the research, that's absolutely true. In Europe, they actually treat anxiety and depression with a probiotic cocktail. So I thought, I guess it can't hurt, right? I mean, I was feeling so miserable at the beginning of my second pregnancy that I decided let's just jump in and try it. I mean, what do I have to lose? So I got OB approval, and my OB was like, "Yep, these look great. They seem very, very safe, so go for it." So within the first week, I can tell you that my bloating, I was so bloated. I was 16 weeks pregnant, already in maternity clothes. I was extremely bloated. Within 1 week, my bloating was completely gone. I was able to wear my wedding ring again, and clothes were actually fitting decent, even though I just had a little pooch for being pregnant. So that right there made a huge difference for me. Within 2 weeks, I would say I was probably sleeping amazing, which I hadn't been sleeping very well at all. I was super I was out. My head would hit the pillow and bam, I was out cold. And so I was like, these products, if I got nothing else out of them, that was worth it to me, you guys, was sleep. Sleep is so important, right? Especially when you're about to be sleep deprived with a baby. And then the other huge victory for me was that I passed my glucose test. With my first pregnancy, I failed my first glucose test and I had to do the 3-hour test, which is just a horrible, horrible thing. But this second pregnancy, because of Plexus Slim, which regulates your blood sugar, I was able to pass. I mean, smooth sailing. My OB was actually very shocked that I passed with flying colors. She expected me to have issues again, like the first pregnancy. So that's what I was on. I was on the Triplex bundle, which is Plexus Slim, which is that little pink drink that regulates your blood sugar. So, so important. I wasn't hangry anymore. You know, when you eat and your blood sugar kind of goes like this? Well, what Plexus Slim does is it makes it go even keel. So it's amazing. Helps with a little bit of energy as well. So I think you would love it. The other thing that's in the Plexus bundle is BioCleanse. Do not let that name fool you. It is not this harsh cleanse. It's not. You're not going to be running to the restroom all the time. It's actually full of wonderful magnesium, which is a great supplement. You should do some research on what the benefits that your body can have from magnesium, and it just makes your body function properly as it should. It makes your digestive system function as it should. And it also oxygenates the blood. So, and then this last thing in this triplex bundle is the ProBio 5, which is our probiotic. Best probiotic I've ever been on. I used to buy these expensive probiotics from Whole Foods that were $60 that needed to be refrigerated. This is micro encapsulated, doesn't have to be refrigerated, perfect for traveling. And it has enzymes. That is huge because they help break down the food, you guys. So Probio 5, trust me, do your research. It's better than any other probiotic, and I guarantee it's better than the one that you're on. So those are the three things I was on. So during my pregnancy, everything was perfect. Baby grew perfectly, beautifully. I was able to sleep soundly, probably up until the last 2 weeks of my pregnancy. Because let's face it, you're so big at the end of your pregnancy that you're just uncomfortable. But other than that, I mean, people were always asking me like, "How far along are you? You just seem like in a great mood. You have energy." And so I didn't lose my spunk with this pregnancy because I wasn't as tired. And mind you, I have a toddler, right? So I was running around with my 2-year-old all day, working all day, and I still had energy at the end of the night. And let's talk postpartum. So postpartum, I can't even tell you how amazing this product was for me postpartum. So first of all, I recovered. I had to have a C-section, recovered from my C-section so quickly, and was able to get off of those pain meds and everything. And let's talk just a little bit here between us moms, the postpartum first bowel movement, you guys. Worst thing in the world, right? That's not going to be a problem with BioCleanse. Just trust me on that, okay? All right, let's move forward. My milk supply came in before the 3-day mark. With my first baby, I got my milk supply in about a little after the 3 days, the first 3 days postpartum. This time around, my milk came in within like 2 days, and man, did it come in. Here's why. There is plenty of research out there. Do your research on how blood sugar regulation is directly linked to milk production, okay? In addition, chromium is an ingredient that is in Plexus Slim. That is the same ingredient that is in brewer's yeast, right? So if you do all kinds of, if you read up on lactation smoothies or lactation cookies or anything like that on recipes, you are gonna find the ingredient brewer's yeast. That is the one thing that's attributed to the increase in milk supply. The reason is because it has chromium in it, and that is what Plexus Slim has in it. So my milk came in, and I mean, my baby, he is completely exclusively breastfed. He is 5 months old now. He is pushing 18 pounds. He's a little chunker, and it's all breast milk. So in addition to that, I do work. I have a day job, a full-time job. And for my first pregnancy, I was only able to keep up my supply for about 7 months. So I had to quit breastfeeding at that point because once I started working again, pumping was just not doing it for my body. So I was really concerned about that this time. Guess what? I was producing so much milk that I still have over 600 ounces of milk stored in my freezer. We had to go buy a deep freezer. So that's a good problem to have, right? So amazing. Also, let me explain about how it's helped me lose weight, right? First of all, no cravings. I have no cravings, which is a huge deal. I was able to start working out pretty regularly postpartum, like within probably 3 or 4 weeks postpartum, maybe a little bit sooner than that, which I wasn't able to do my first pregnancy. So my weight loss. At my 2-week postpartum appointment with my doctor, I was down pretty much all of my pre-pregnancy weight plus 8 pounds. So I had 8 pounds to lose. My doctor was totally impressed. She was like, I give people 6 months to lose this. You can lose 8 pounds in 6 months, no problem. My 8-week postpartum appointment, I had lost all of that weight. I was back to pre-pregnancy weight. She was floored. She was just amazed because weight loss has not been exactly easy for me through the years. And I can tell you now, I'm 5 months postpartum, and I've lost an additional 15 pounds from that. I can tell in my face. I can tell in the way my clothes fit better. And I'm not... As a nursing mom, I get hungry. I need the calories. So I'm not exactly dieting, but I'm making healthy choices. And that is what Plexus is going to do for you. So healthy mama means a healthy baby. So I hope you'll give it a try. Bye.